we give it 1 year. Tops. I'm Ashley with WatchMojo, and these are the top 10 anime romances doomed to fail.
あなた、私のこと嫌いでしょ?
襟好みはしない.
For this list, we'll be looking at the couples in anime who seemingly have it made, but we know that given time, these relationships will indeed crumble. As always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next.
で、思いっきり楽しんで、卒業したら普通の兄弟に戻る。どうかな?
Number 10, Griffith and Charlotte. Berserk.
My Lord Griffith!
As far as this naive princess goes, in her mind, the White Hawk was the perfect knight, who also happened to deflower her during his little mental breakdown following Guts' departure, only to then be accused of treason and tortured until he was a mute cripple.
All your fears, all your sorrows, just let them burn away.
But hey, now he's back. Their fairy tale can continue. Only problem is that given how Griffith is secretly a member of the God Hand, evil and depravity are bound to swallow up everything he holds dear. Oh, and with Guts coming for his head, we can expect the honeymoon period between these two will be very short indeed. Number 9, Goblin Slayer and anyone. Goblin Slayer.
お腹減ってるでしょ? すぐ支度するから朝ごはんにしよう。
わかった。
The priestess, the sword maiden, the elf archer, his childhood friend cowgirl, the guild girl. What do all these lovely ladies have in common? They all want the Goblin Slayer to venture into and conquer their heart's dungeons.
女というのは弱いものです。
Sounds like a dream for every adventurer, right? Well, too bad, because the only thing this boy has got on the brain is killing more goblins. Granted, if they convinced him that marriage and love somehow resulted in the slaughter of said goblins, then maybe they might have a chance.
終わった。
おかえりなさい、ゴブリンスレイヤーさん。
Number 8, Koyomi and Hiitagi, Monogatari series.
それから荒木くん。
なんだよ。
I love you.
It should be impossible for a guy like this to be surrounded by this many honeys who are practically foaming at the mouth for him. And yet, Araragi seems to have more potential lovers than he has fingers. Of course, Hiitagi remains the one true love of his life. Or so they keep saying.
いつかカニも食べに行かなくちゃ。
Given the vampire's track record of giving in to temptation, it stands to reason that his solidarity could be broken by the likes of Sengoku or Hanakawa. But the real likelihood is that he's going to get himself bloody killed trying to save one of the many girls in his life and leave poor Senjo Gahara widowed.
私と荒木くん、それに推しの忍が殺されることになっている。
Number 7, Sai and Ino. Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. I mean, if this is what sets you off, then you might as well hand the divorce papers over right now and go find a new ship. After commenting that Ino treats their son way too harshly, Sai finds himself on the receiving end of his wife's wrath, to the point it starts to get physical.
犬も食わないとは思っているけど。
その言葉あなたが言う?
Don't worry though, he's not blameless either. Since he has no idea how to quell her rage, he just waits until Inojin comes along to resolve the whole thing. Come on guys, you're making Sasuke and Sakura look good by comparison. Number 6, Trunks and Mai, Dragon Ball Super.
Trunks! I didn't think I'd see you again. This is so great. Huh? Are you me?
Forget about the alternate future where these two looked like desperate lovers facing annihilation. There's no way the present-day Kid Trunks is going to follow in the path of his elder self.
Oh, come on, I know you're hungry.
Why? Because surely he's eventually going to learn the girl who likes him is actually older than his mother. Given how she was transformed into a younger state a while back, no matter how lovely Mai grows up to be, she's still gonna be a crone inside of a younger woman's body. Pretty sure that's gonna dampen the romance a bit. Number 5, Ainz Albedo, Overlord.
抱き枕ですか。
自作よ。
Even if we ignore the physical limitations that come with being a skeleton, we still have our doubts that the winged beauty will ever get her lord and master to take her to the boneyard. Not for lack of trying, mind you. Existence of personal equipment aside, Albedo is practically unhinged when it comes to Ainz, to the point where she's tried to force herself upon him multiple times. Sad thing is, due to his emotional inhibitors, anytime he gets excited or potentially inclined to join her for a monster mash in the bedroom, it just gets suppressed. Damn anti-libido magic.
何か問題がございましたか?
Number 4, Matt and Sora, Digimon Adventure 02.
No, I want to be available in case Matt is free afterwards.
Oh, I see. Matt, huh?
Are we including this duo because we're still salty that Sora didn't end up with Tai? Yes, but hear us out. Assuming that all throughout Matt's young rockstar career, he doesn't flounder off with one of his groupies, according to the O2 epilogue, he becomes an astronaut and goes to freaking Mars.
Matt and Gabumon became an astronaut team and made it all the way to Mars.
You just left your young wife to run her flower shop while you and your Digimon get to play around on the red planet?
Now be careful, son.
Oh, how come? I'll take care of him.
Joke's on you, Matt Damon. While you're gone, guess who's gonna be there to comfort your lonely lover? Get in there, Tai.
I'll be waiting. Thanks.
Number 3, Kirino and Kyousuke, Oreimo. It's kinda shocking how many times we've gone on the record to express our dismay for this particular coupling, since it's the definition of toxic. Normally, watching a bland, naive moron isolate himself from every competent lady in his life just for the chance to be with the one person who made his life a misery would be bad enough. But considering she also happens to be his sister, the gross layers of this relationship keep on building. Hey, if their aggressive personalities don't break them up, their mutant children will.
俺たちはすでに十分キモい。
Number 2, Legosi and Haru, Beastars.
はるちゃん。俺ははるちゃんのことが好きなんだ。
今日めっちゃ蚊に刺されるわ。
Look, we want this to work. We want this to work so bad. Legosi is nothing short of pure gold, with a heart as big as his tail, who deserves all the love in the world, and despite having little reservations about bunking up with strangers for the night, Haru is still a sweet and wholly misunderstood bunny who deserves happiness too.
だって今こんなにはっきりと分かってしまったんだ。俺は君が好きだ。
The problem? She's still a bunny, and he's still a wolf, with appetites and instincts to match. Throw in how this socially savage world seems determined to keep these two apart, and we can't help but feel that they're doomed to never be together. And now, I feel like crying.
あなた、分かってくれる?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Akane and Narumi, Scum's Wish. I mean, fair play to the man for looking past the flaws and traits others might view as unbecoming, but are you sure this is the route you want to trek down?
やっぱ憧れるよね。大好きな人と一生を添い遂げる。
You do know that your fellow teacher, while stunning, also lives to take, break, and discard men at her leisure. Something she even admits is a favourite hobby of his, and has shown little to no desire to change. And yet, they still agree to marry one another.
めちゃくちゃ浮気しますよ。
いいんですか？やった！
Well, if you want to dive headfirst into a future filled with mistrust, potential adultery, and a medley of awkwardness, you do you. Just like the way your wifey did her student.
誰のことも好きにならないくせに誰からも好かれないと気が済まない。
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.